No, seriously, my friend said. What would you do for money? I stared into my styrofoam cup of free coffee and pondered this question. My last serious gig had ended in August, and my next role wasn't until November. The bills were piling up, and I was getting desperate. I thought about the odd jobs I'd worked through the years. Bartender, parking attendant, Blockbuster rewinder, remember video stores? There was catering staff, ticket seller, hostess, mime, and ESL trainer to 30 East German shipbuilders. You're sure the money is really good? I asked. My friend flashed a Faustian smile. The following Saturday, I found myself standing in a New Jersey cornfield on the outskirts of Philadelphia. Upon arrival, my friend promptly left me to go mingle with the other more seasoned professionals. "Miss Jones," a voice called, "you're up." I took a deep breath and stepped forward. For the next hour and a half, I ran screaming through the cornfields. I played dead. I jumped from behind trees. I groaned like the undead, and even wrestled a demon to show off my combat skills. Exhausted and drenched with sweat, I peered up at the man in charge. He smiled broadly, removed his straw hat, and shook my hand. I would be a featured actor in the 2002 Henderson Farm Haunted Hayride attraction. One by one, the roles were handed out. Werewolves, zombies, creatures from the Black Lagoon. My friend landed the role of Hellraiser. Now that was the stuff of nightmares. I waited for my name to be called. Jennifer S. Jones, Pirate Wench. Pirate Wench? Pirates are not scary. Why was I playing a pirate? Had my snarls not been good enough to qualify for a werewolf? And what would a marooned pirate ship be doing in the middle of a New Jersey cornfield? The storyline didn't even make any sense. The director handed me my costume. A skirt made of maybe an inch of black and white striped fabric, an accent red bustier, and a plastic sword. Now, I had played Lady Macbeth on the stage of the Globe Theatre in London. My next role was as Titania in Midsummer Night's Dream. But for the month of October, I was a pirate wench. My first day on the job, I walked to my post, a 12-foot-tall wooden pirate ship, complete with cannon. At least I got a cannon. I introduced myself to my co-stars. One was a recently retired actor, or so he said, and the other two were teenage farmhands in need of money. The older actor opened his vest to reveal a large bottle of Jack Daniels, already, I noted, half empty. The farmhands produced a joint. A silent understanding passed between the three, and in a flash, they were gone. Suddenly, there I was, alone and freezing in the middle of a New Jersey cornfield, standing on a giant pirate ship. But I was a professional actor. I had a role to play. I couldn't abandon ship with an audience on the way. I heard the first tractor coming around the corner and readied myself. "Ahoy there, mateys!" I shouted. "Fire!" I leaned down to light the cannon. Nothing. It was time to improv. Looks like I need a new cannon boy," I said. "Could any of you do the job?" I unsheathed my sword and swaggered menacingly down the plank. The faces on the hayride stared back in silent bewilderment. The tractor rolled on. That October, we had a lot of repeat customers. For $20 a head, our audience could ride the haunted hayride as much as they like. On a slow night, we had 200 tractors. On a busy night, close to 400. That's 400 times of jumping up and shouting, "Ahoy there, mateys!" And since there were so many repeat customers, they knew the course. Just after the line of spooky scarecrows, the chanting would slowly start. "The pirate people suck." Then, as they passed Beetlejuice's station, the chant would grow, "The pirate people suck!" Then louder as I stood up to shout, "Ahoy! The pirate people suck!" Sometimes words were not enough, and they would hurl candied apple carcasses and popcorn shrapnel, a medieval booing of displeasure at our performance. Then inevitably, one lone voice would cry out, "Except for Pirate Girl, she's kinda hot." That October, I did make a fair amount of money. My friend was right. I also developed pneumonia and a strong aversion to tractors. My final evening working as a pirate, I had an epiphany. Ahoy there, mateys! I could write better dialogue than that. It was time to trade grease paint for pen. The funny thing is, all these years later, I still have that old pirate costume. Carefully folded in a box at the back of my closet, it lies in wait, as if anticipating rediscovery. I love being a writer, and I love sharing experiences and memories through story. But every now and then I wonder what it would be like to inhabit a character and traverse the old floorboards once more, even if it is just as a pirate went.